In the Trump effect, the president says he is not backing down on planned tariffs despite pushback from the European Union and members of his own party. Last week, Mr. Trump announced he would impose tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, sparking fears of a full-out trade war with countries like China and throughout Europe. The EU is already threatening to hit back with tariffs on U.S.-made products like Harley-Davidson's, Kentucky bourbon, and blue jeans. And now Republicans are expressing their concern over the tariffs. House Speaker Paul Ryan said he was extremely worried about the impact of a potential trade war. But Mr. Trump on this day said he does not expect it to go that far.
People have to understand our country on trade has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world, whether it's friend or enemy. Everybody. China, Russia, and think people that we think are wonderful, the European Union.
Joining us now in studio is Kenneth Vecchio, Republican strategist. Kenneth, good to see you in person. Last week, on Friday, you were saying, oh, you support tariffs. Paul Ryan has come out against them. South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has come out the president. You want to stand by your position?
Whoa. Lindsey Graham and Paul Ryan are against tariffs, so I should be and Donald Trump should be. No, my position is totally the same. I'm going to ask you, David, please just follow me a moment on this. You got to look at this in the full framework of the plan to rejuvenate the economy. High tariffs on foreign goods, taxes on top of those tariffs on those foreign products. Then you have to eliminate all of the alphabet soup regulatory agencies. And here's why. It's not far out, okay? It's connected. You get rid of all those alphabet soup agencies. You save hundreds of billions of dollars a year in the cost to operate them. Plus, it brings more companies back from that went overseas and ones that couldn't exist anymore spring up.
Eliminating the regulatory framework. But here's the problem with tariffs, particularly on steel. We get more steel in the United States from Canada, from South Korea, and from the European Union than we ever get from China. Aren't we rewarding China and punishing our friends with these tariffs?
No, because we're going to do the same thing with China at the end of the day. Just watch how this all pans out. All these companies are putting the screws into us by not giving us great economic return for the goods we send over there. Remember this. They need us to survive. They need us for economic reasons, all these other countries.
China, South Korea, and the European Union.
Absolutely they do.
Right, I agree with you, but then why would we want to punish them? They're buying more American products. If the prices go up, because of a trade war, they're going to buy less.
Look, it's not a matter of punishing them. It's a matter of helping us because they are taxing the hell out of us in all of those different countries, friends and foes. It's time for us to even up. Look what Canada does to our farmers, and look what Mexico is doing, a country that largely operates their economy off of illegal drug use. I actually agree with the Secretary of State from Mexico that there's a supply and then there's a demand issue. So, hey, people in our country are culprits.
Well, okay, I hear your point, but here's the other issue. General Motors, Boeing, their stock has tanked. Wall Street has tanked. Clearly, economists don't like the idea of what they describe as a tax on products and on American consumers.
Well, these economists and this kind of legal economist and Donald Trump are going to disagree on this because for the moment, there might be some relationship to stocks. However, that's not going to it's not going to pan out that way. What it's going to do when you put it together with these other elements, it's going to rejuvenate our economy.
Why not do just those other elements? Why not just say, look, I get your point. The regulatory framework, less regulations, that's fine. But why do you have to add tariffs to it?
I'll tell you why. Because our country existed primarily on tariffs for over 100 years. We didn't even have an income tax, as you know, until 1913. And high tariffs made a lot of sense for 125, 130 years. And they're going to make a lot of sense now. I predict that it's not just going to be steel and aluminum. It's going to be a lot of different products, and it should be.
But how do you explain to somebody who's at home who makes bourbon or Harley-Davidson's or any other American product that may suddenly be facing tariffs, you know what? You may lose your job because there's going to be less demand in Europe because these products are going to be more expensive.
It's the boogeyman. They're not going to lose their jobs. Those countries need our products to survive. They need them to survive for their own economy. And you know why else they need them to survive? Because we're sexy and they want our stuff.
Kenneth Vecchio, Republican strategist. Kenneth, great to have you in studio. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Great to be with you.
Okay. It was, what a historic